The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Live from Liberty Technology High School in Jackson, Tennessee. Here we are with the Hub City Classic, and it's the USJ Bruins once again as they'll be taking on Ripley High School from over in Lauderdale County. Steve Beverly, it's great to have you with us here on this Saturday morning. Highly unusual time, but when you're in the holiday season and as we approach New Year, these Christmas and New Year classics, really, they're at any possible time, and so our game should be tipping off somewhere around the neighborhood of 11:35. Of course, that was an outstanding one for the Bruins this past Thursday when they took on JCM, had a 24-7 lead after the first quarter, ended up winning at 68-41 going away. The big highlight in that game was the 1,000th career point for Brady Smith. And, of course, he went on to add 12 for the entire game. So he's standing at 1,006 for his career, starting a brand new streak right now. Then you had Mills Terry, who added another big batch to his total. He's shooting 52% from the floor right now. So he's almost unstoppable. He added 8 rebounds to his total. And then the one who was really on fire was Sam Cale. It was like in the first half against JCM that he could miss nothing. He ended up with 25 points and didn't even play the fourth quarter. So they'll be taking on a Ripley team that is relatively deep. They have 14 players on their entire roster. And among them, you're going to be seeing the Whitlow brothers are some that they can go at it all 32 if they have to. And you've got really a mixture of upperclassmen and some who are freshmen and sophomores on this Ripley team. James Sales expects this to be a very competitive game this afternoon. So we're about set to go, and we're about 10 minutes away from our tip-off. And as somebody just went right in front of our camera right there. But we're about set to go in about a little bit less than 10 minutes. So we want you to visit right now with a number of people who are very, very important to this, and we mention this every week, but it is absolutely significantly important. Hello there, how are you? It is absolutely important every week that we remind you that these telecasts on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network would not happen without the generosity of our fine sponsors. So we want you to visit with them, especially. Go by and tell them that you appreciate them supporting USJ Bruin Sports right here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. We're about 9 minutes away from tip-off, so let's visit with our sponsors, and then we'll be right back to start today's game between the USJ Bruins and Ripley.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt and let my family take care of yours.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Ariya.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
Well, we have cameras all over the Liberty Tech gym today, as we're going to bring you a lot of up-close and personal shots of the action. Both these teams are doing their final wrap-ups about 2 minutes before we get started, and we want to thank again those who organized this classic. This is the 11th annual Hub City Classic, and the proceeds go to support Area Relief Ministries, one of the fine ministries in our area, as it supports Room at the Inn, which reaches out to those who are homeless, particularly at this time of year where, as we have had in recent days, some extremely cold nights. And it has been a relief for them. And, of course, Room at the Inn is shared by a number of different churches in our area. So, again, our hats off to those who created this classic a little more than a decade ago, and now it continues to thrive this year at Liberty, and our thanks to those at Liberty Tech for hosting this event this year. And the Ripley Tigers are heading back over to the bench to Coach James Sales, and got a final huddle with Jeff Jones for the Bruins as they get ready, and this should be a good one. And we wish you and yours a very happy new year, as the new year, in fact, does approach. And we look forward to you having a very happy and prosperous 2024, wherever you happen to be. Say hello to all of the parents, aunts and uncles, grandparents, cousins, brothers and sisters, and good friends who couldn't make it here today, and we're glad to have you on board here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. So we are, I keep saying we're about set to go. They continue in the huddles, and the officials have not come forward to get this one started, but finally the Bruins make their way towards center court. Had a big 68-41 victory. The Bruins coming in 12-2 on the season. They drew Ripley because the Tigers have lost their 2 previous games in this classic. And we're about set to go. It's going to be Jamarian Whitlow to jump it against Brady Smith. And live from Liberty Tech, let the games begin, and the tip is going over to the Tigers. They're in their classic purple. Bruins the home team designated. And not having a chance to see Ripley, it'll be interesting to see how they employ their offense. And the Bruins are in that 2-3 zone to try to keep from any cheap baskets being employed in the paint. Of course, Jamarian is standing right there. It's going to be a battle between him and Brady Smith almost all day today. You can bet on that. And they've hung on to it for 40 seconds here in this possession. And finally get a screen, and that one is off the mark, but they get the follow. It's off the mark. And somebody is wide open down the floor, but they didn't see him. And the jumper is there. Mills Terry with the first one of the game. So as often happens, the Bruins bark on top. And then once they get about an 8 to 10 point margin, it's a case of catch me if you can. But this is an opponent they haven't seen this year. That's one of the neat things about these Christmas Classics. It's somewhat like getting into region play, in which you're playing against teams that are not on your regular schedule, and you don't necessarily know what it's going to be. And you've got a timeout called, so we will take one. Bruins on top, 2-0. More in a moment.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here live after that early timeout. And let's see how James Sales plays it off the timeout. You got both the Whitlow brothers in there right now, along with Jordan Jones, Antoine Arnold, and Jaquiston Glass. 3 from the corner is short. There's one thing about it. They are very quick to get to the offensive glass. And finally getting one in is McKee Maben. So you give them multiple shots, they're going to finally deliver. And the kick out in the corner. Brady with the 3, and that one hits the top of the glass. Good head fake, but the block is there. Bruins recover it. And Mills Terry taking his time trying to find the open player, and that one was a wide open look. Just not quite enough on it for Wallace Driver. So they're going to swing it back around the perimeter is really their technique. Wide open 3. Not quite enough on it for Brady. Taking his time with it is Jordan Jones. And that 2-3 zone, that has really bottled up a lot of opponents during the course of this year. They go back door. Nice curl layup goes in for Antoine Arnold. And they're going to that half-court trap, and that can be a bother. And they scramble underneath, and that one is going to be charged to Wallace Driver. So they go to the line for the first 2 free throws of the game. And this is Jamarian Whitlow. Connects on the first one. That half-court trap can be really bothersome if you haven't seen that kind of defense all year. Second one goes off, but they get the offensive board once again. This Jones is all over it. They've already got 5 rebounds in the game, and we've only played 3.5 minutes. But a very low-scoring affair. Head fake, and the basket is delivered by Jamarian Whitlow. And they pick one up again. Bruins finally coming down with a rebound with Mills. And he's working one-on-one against Whitlow. Fall-away jumper right there. Sam Cale with perfect timing on it. And the Bruins get back to within 3. And that snaps a 7 unanswered point run by Ripley. And that jumper doesn't go, and it's going to be jump ball, and the alternate possession will go to the Bruins. There's one thing you can say about it in the early going. Ripley really puts a number of shots up on the board. They've already taken 11 in the game, and there goes, that's more than a half-court trap. That is all-court pressure. And Bruins got to hurry to get this one across midcourt. Just did make it. Open for the 3. Nope. The follow doesn't go. Back for the three again, and that one doesn't go. 3 opportunities, and they can't make it fall. Tell you, Wallace had some open looks at it, but it just would not go. And underneath, the follow shot is there. So that is 4 for McKee-Maben. There you go. So they got to be able to hit from outside like that this afternoon to make this a contest. And Bruins go down the middle, which is usually the best way, and they leave 2 men wide open, in and out. The iron was unkind on that one by Brady Smith. So back down the floor they come. There's one thing about it is that if you play all-court pressure, as you're seeing with Ripley, one of the challenges is if you leave somebody wide open down the floor, you got to be able to hit those. We're under 2 minutes now. Rather low-scoring affair because Ripley is a team that is just holding on to the ball quite a bit. But they've not made any turnovers so far in the contest. They go to Arnold in the corner. He's one who can do a pull-up three anytime, but now they go back door, and it's attempting to block from behind was Hayes Carney, and he's charged with the foul. So that will send Jamarian Whitlow once again for his second 2 opportunities. He was 1 out of 2 his first time up. That's another thing they like to do is to try to put pressure on the inside and draw the fouls. Carney comes out, and checking in is Reed Finney. Tell you, this Ripley basketball program has had some legendary coaches over the years. Another one, Coach Ralph Turner, who was an outstanding coach at Union University, and James Sales, and that one just went nowhere. There was no help whatsoever in there, and the foul. So Jamarian Whitlow is just dominating it. And the foul is charged to Sam Cale on the backside by referee Paul Hare. So Whitlow with an opportunity to make it a 3-point play and extend this to a 9-point lead. Bruins are having a difficult time handling this all-court pressure. And that's a foul from behind that's going to be on McKee-Maben. So the Bruins will play it in, but they've still got 3 up front. Finney goes for the 3. It's short, and the rebound to Jamarcus Whitlow. Getting down to the 1-minute mark. Again, Arnold taking his time, and a left-hand turnaround doesn't go, but they again crashing those offensive boards. And on the 3rd opportunity, timeout is called by Jeff Jones because this one's getting a little bit out of hand. We'll be back with the final minute of the first quarter after this.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Jeff Jones decided he had to get some kind of conference with his Bruins because they are really having a difficult time with the all-court pressure of Ripley, and they've fallen behind 17-7. And so far, Ripley has been crashing the glass for offensive rebounds tremendously, overall leading in rebounding 12-4, but it is Jamarian Whitlow who already with 11 points in the game has just dominated the action offensively. This is one off the timeout that the Bruins badly need a basket. And again, Brady's going to bring it back out front. He's getting a tremendous challenge from Jamarian Whitlow. They add a screen and they dish off to Brady. Got the three. So Brady with his second three, and that helps because it's cut it down to a 3-possession game. But again, backdoor on this one. It's very, very hard when they get it inside to Whitlow. And on the turnover, tried to go for the stuff, and it didn't go. So we have completed 8 minutes of action. Bruins trailing 19-10. We'll be back with the second quarter after this.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Ariya.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Well, Jamarian Whitlow with 13 points has outscored the entire Bruin team by himself. And one of the challenges that USJ is just having today is all-court pressure like they have yet to see during the course of this season. Everybody's in their face. Most of the time it is 4 defenders that are taking it right from the get-go on the toss-in. For USJ, Brady Smith with 6. He's had 2 3-pointers. Sam Cale with 2 and Mills Terry with 2. And McKee Maben has added 4 for Ripley. And they were over having a discussion with the scorers table, and I'm not sure what the issue is. And now they're coming over having a conversation with the Ripley coaches. So to be candid, we are way upstairs, and so there's no way we have a wireless mic down there to be able to tell you what's going on. I think there was some discussion as to who was going to get the ball on alternate possession, and Ripley is arguing that based on the last jump ball that it should be the Tigers. Well, regardless, and again, they're still having that conversation, and James Sales is back trying to plead his case to the official, but it's going to be Bruin ball. Well, I say that now. The 2 other officials are coming over to have yet another discussion. And to be candid with you, it's amazing how this goes on for this length of time. Well, the Tigers win the argument, so it is going to be their possession, and I do think they have a point because we've had 1 jump ball called and the alternate possession switched over to USJ at that point. And I think this was the correct call. I know that doesn't make the Bruin fans happy, but it truly is. And directing traffic is Jamarcus Whitlow. Tried to go on the inside, and that time the Bruins came up with the first turnover against Ripley. Fast hands and follows Mills Terry. So that's what they need, is to force some turnovers and make some action happen. So they work the perimeter again, but they're trying to get it down low into Jamarian Whitlow after that quarter that he had. And blocked beautifully by Brady Smith. And from the outside, it doesn't go, and this time it's Mills Terry who scrambles for the rebound. You got to get physical with this team, and that one just got out of the hands of Mills. He was really smacked from behind. And substitution coming in, Logan Foster checking in for the Bruins. So that's the fourth turnover of the game for USJ. They've only given up 3 points off of turnovers. They need to get another stop here. They had an opportunity to slice this down. You don't have to be able to get it all in one hunk. Just do it in pockets, as the great Ralph Turner used to say. Do it in pockets of about 3 and 4 minutes. Because you know you're playing against a team like Ripley, and they're going to make their moves, try to extend the lead, or if you get ahead of them, they're going to try to make a run at you. And they drive it to the inside. Left-hand hook is not there, and it goes back to the Bruins. So the Bruins are doing a good job in forcing some rushed shots down below. It's just trying to capitalize on the backside. Mills working one-on-one against Whitlow. Does that spin move and the head fake and can't get it to go. But he'll get it back. Boy, you have to release that ball very, very quickly against this defense because their hands are up so fast and they are in your face. Got the screen, got the three, and it wouldn't fall. Iron was unkind. Mills can't get the follow to go. And the rebound to Mabin. And one thing that has happened here today is Sam Cale has not been able to have the first half like he did on Thursday. That head fake is so good on the part of Jamarian Whitlow. And the foul is charged to Hayes Carney. That's his second. And ironically, Ripley has not scored in this second period. Chances are Whitlow is going to bring an end to that drought. And he did. And adds them both. He has a very smooth delivery from the free throw line. Doesn't try to do something that's cute. He just has an excellent form. And it's back to the 9-point lead for the Tigers. And they're largely playing a man-to-man defense. And trying to get, what a block again. Tell you, Brady has been hemmed up. And McKee Mabin, that's his third block shot of the game already. Almost halfway through the second 8 minutes of play here from Liberty Tech High School. Steve Beverly with all the story here at the Hub City Classic. Right down the middle, and the layup on the give and go to Jamarcus Whitlow for his first basket. So Bruins unaccustomed to having this kind of deficit in the first half of their games this year, as they're 12-2, but this Ripley team is just surgical in the way they play defense. You have to earn every basket. And he got physical and got it in. Mills. That's 6 for him. And he just basically said, I am not going to be denied my opportunity, and he took it. They go to the inside once again. Almost stolen. Wallace Driver had a hand on it. Fallaway 3 is not there, and Wallace high for the rebound. Bruins need this one, and taking it all the way down, timing that jump again is Maben. That is his 4th block of the game, and he gained control. You have to be careful in every situation with this team because their quick hands and the timing on how they have been blocking shots, and this is going to be a jump ball that will send it back to the Bruins. I don't think there will be any kind of extended debate over that with 3:12 to go. Checking in for USJ, Sam Cale comes back in, as well as Reed Finney. So Jeff Jones going a little bit more liberally to his substitutions today to try to keep some fresh faces out on the floor against this intense defense they're facing. Again, very, very quick trying to get a screen open. And the jumper. And again, just rolling off. And another rebound for Maben. He has 6. Bruins have had probably 8 baskets that have been right there in the cylinder and just didn't fall. They're having to rush their shots just a bit because of this defense. Getting to the 2.5-minute mark in what has been a very quickly played first half. We're just getting now to the 12 noon hour. And we got timeout called by Ripley. So let's take a quick break. Bruins still down by 9. Let's see if they can make a comeback after this.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
This is one of the very low-scoring second periods that you'll see anywhere. Each team has only been able to get 4. And so far, Mills, Terry, and Brady Smith sharing the honors for the Bruins with 6 each. And on the opposite end of the ledger, it has been Jamarian Whitlow with 15. He has just been dominant, but he's been to the free throw line and hit 5 out of 7. So let's see what James Sales is going to draw up offensively with 2:22 remaining here in the first half. BallGame Blitz Sports Network bringing you all of the action of USJ Bruin basketball here this afternoon. And we can truly say now it is afternoon. Hope your Saturday on the precipice of New Year's Eve is going well wherever you happen to be. And I think we're going to see some sunshine by the time we leave the building this afternoon. Right-handed hook doesn't go. And they scramble, and just too many hands were keeping it away from the Bruins, and 3 opportunities at the basket, and that's what they are so just absolutely amazing at doing, is they keep going back at it, and that's going to go out of bounds. It'll go back to the Bruins. You got to scramble for every inch of opportunity that you get against this Ripley Tiger team. And there you go, backdoor play, Brady Smith, excellent give and go. So that knocks it back to a 7-point deficit, and that is actually the Bruins have the edge in this second period, 6-4. Taking a big gamble, almost getting a steal, was Sam Cale. And they go on the inside once again, trying to go backdoor to Mabin. And Paul Hare calling the foul. And that one is going to be charged to Sam Cale. That's his second. Checking back in for the Bruins is Wallace Driver, and coming out is Sam Cale. He had 16 in the first half on Thursday. He's been held to a single basket today, has Sam Cale. Under a minute in this first half. The Bruins have settled it down defensively here in this second period. And there they go, backdoor, and the foul as they were trying to keep an easy basket on Whitlow, and then he dished it off. And that one is charged to Logan Foster. They'll play it underneath. We haven't had an overwhelming number of fouls called in this game. Actually, only 8 between the two teams, but there's only been 1 foul called on Ripley. Jumper from the top of the key, and it doesn't go, and we play volleyball with it, and no. That's how quick he is, and it was almost, that was almost tipped in by a USJ player. That's what happens when you get into those tip situations. And underneath, the layup goes. So the Bruins badly needed an answer shot there at the end, and they got it. They'll play for a final shot here. Trying to get it down inside to Whitlow again if they can, but they're going to have to hurry. With a second left on the clock, that one is short by Antoine Arnold, and we have played 16 minutes. And the Bruins actually got the edge in that period, 8-6. It is a 25-18 game. I will give you the scoring totals, and then we'll take a break and visit with our sponsors, and then I'll come back and give you the team totals. For this Ripley Tiger team, it has been a showplace for Jamarian Whitlow with 15 points. And he's 5 of 7 from the free throw line, but he is so deep inside, and he's feeding off a lot of these offensive rebounds that are coming from McKee Mabin, who has 8 boards in the contest. Actually, look at it, 9 rebounds that he has. So 15 points, the game leader is Whitlow, and 6 for McKee Mabin. And that's their total, so that they're 25. Got a couple of other guys that have got 2. Over for USJ. 8 points for Mills Terry and for Brady Smith, and 2 for Sam Cale. They've only been able to get 3 Bruins into the scoring. That's going to have to increase for them to whittle this deficit down. So we are at 25-18 here at halftime. Ripley leading USJ. We'll be back with the team statistics after you visit with these good folks who bring you this game, and that happens to be our sponsors.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Ariya.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Time now for your halftime team statistics brought to you by Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. And you take a close look at this, and it's very easy to determine where this game is being decided right now. Both teams shooting 35% from the floor, and here's the key thing. Now, the Bruins have had 7 shots at three-pointers. They're 2 out of 7 for 28%. That's a little bit below their season's average of 34. So let's just say if you got one more in there, it'd be a 4-point game. On the other side of the ledger, it has not been a good three-point shooting day at all for Ripley. They are 0 for 5, but here's the deal. They're not taking that many. They are dependent so much on those offensive rebounds and diving the ball into the middle in the paint underneath to Jamarian Whitlow, which they've been very successful at doing. Here is where the game is being decided right now, is in rebounding, because Ripley 22-10, the edge on the boards. They are just so lightning fast at crashing the glass, and a key factor in that is 10 offensive rebounds, leading to second and third chances at the basket. That's the biggest point in this game. Turnovers have not been a big factor. USJ's made more, but look at the points off turnovers. It's almost dead even. That's not the big factor, but rebounding. 22-10 with 10 offensive rebounds. Ripley has just had, in the course of this game, 10 second chances at the basket, and some of them third chances as well. Just before the end of the half, they had 4 shots on a single possession, and so USJ has to find a way in the second half of being able to delete some of those additional shots at the basket that they're seeing from Ripley. So that's where we stand here with your halftime totals. We'll take another break, and then when we come back, we'll have the entire second half live from the Hub City Classic at Liberty High School in Jackson, Tennessee.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt and let my family take care of yours.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Steve Beverly back live at the Hub City Classic. And here's this reminder is that we'll be back with you as we pick up the action next Friday night when it's USJ against Jackson Christian in one that is always going to bring out the energy from the fan bases of both schools. And that's going to be one that you just got to have on your calendar to be at in person. But if you can't, we'll have it right here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. And I am looking forward to that date. Don't know for sure, but Ava Barham has said that she hopes to be back in action for the Lady Bruins in that contest on the 5th. So we will see if that develops. She has been, for the entire month of December, has been nursing a shoulder injury that actually started at the tail end of her soccer season. Bruins back out on the floor. They've got the original 5, and Jeff Jones having a discussion about where, here we go again, about where the alternate possession should be. I think they have it settled now. The alternate possession for starting the second half is going to the Tigers. In a very low scoring second quarter, Bruins had the edge 8-6. Let's see if there's any kind of adjustments that Jeff Jones has made here defensively. They're not staying in that 2-3 zone per se. They figured out a way, Ripley has, in trying to get that ball to the inside, so the zone has not been as effective. But trying to force them again to take the outside shots, which is not the strongest suit for Ripley. And they have whittled away already 45 seconds off the clock in this opening possession. Jamarcus Whitlow taking his time with it. Would like to get it down deep again to Jamarian. Thought about taking the jumper was Jordan Jones and forcing that one home. And that's all you can say about it, but Whitlow made it work. And back to that all-court pressure. More of a half-court trap this time. Bruins break it. And they kick it to the outside this time, and reverse layup does not go for Mills Terry. Maben with his 10th rebound of the game. Mills had it there, and it just wouldn't drop. Fall-away jumper is there, and Jones leads Jeff Jones to call a timeout. We'll take a break. Bruins down by 11. Back after this.
no matter where you are. You can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Well, it's been 2 possessions, 2 baskets for the Tigers. And USJ, again, is being forced to rush a lot of their shots. And that's the key from this because they are so fast at picking up the offensive players at the opposite end. That was almost stolen by McKee-Maben. I tell you, Whitlow has had a show this afternoon, though. 15 points. And again, this half-court trap where they bring 3 deep up front to make it so difficult to get the ball on the inside. And that's the first foul of the game that has been called on Ripley in this half, and only the second in the entire game. That one is on Jamarian Whitlow. So they'll play it again under the basket. And this is where speed has to come in for the Bruins as he works it against Caden Smith. On the inside, and again, that block. That's the second block of the game. By Jordan Jones. And they're keeping it way back in the forecourt here. Now the jumper, quick release on it, doesn't fall. But once again, it is that second chance opportunity. Bruins will play it, but boy, are they having a difficult time getting it through this half-court trap. He's got to hurry to get this one in and just barely beat the 5-second call. But now they got to get it across midcourt, and this is going to be a challenge. And the foul is going to be charged to McKee-Maben. That's his second. So the Bruins have to try to match their physicality out here and draw more of those fouls. That spin move, and there's another foul. That one is charged to Jamarcus Whitlow. So they have very quickly collected 3 fouls. They would love to get in the bonus and get some points on the board with the clock stopped. They've gone 3 minutes in this third period and haven't been able to get one on the board. Just how quickly this Ripley team picks them up defensively. Down the middle. High bank is not there. Follow is there, and the foul. Mills just gave it everything he had. And the foul is on McKee-Maben. That is his third, so he is the first player in this game that is in any kind of serious foul trouble. But the Bruins badly needed that one, and Mills gets the 3-point play. He has 11. And give him 6 rebounds on top of that. And they got to be careful down low because Whitlow is lurking down there, and the Bruins force the turnover. It's only the second turnover that Ripley has made. And the foul is charged to Jordan Jones. That is the 5th team foul, and they are letting the officials know the Bruins are in the bonus situation, so that one is big. And that will send Wallace Driver to the line. So the Bruins are going to bring everybody else back off the free throw line. They're not going to attempt in any way to try to rebound this thing if he misses. But that's the good thing. Wallace didn't miss. So the Bruins getting and you'll take anything you get, the Bruins getting a 4-point run here. Make it 5. And that is 4 points off turnovers in this game. And a foul on the opposite end, that's not going to go to the free throw line. But let's see who it's on as Paul Hare comes over to give them the details. That is on Mills Terry, his first. Get another steal here and convert off of that. Then suddenly we got a 2-possession game. Knocked away. And Mills tried to engage in a debate that he did not win. The official says, no, it was off your fingertips. But I give Mills credit because almost stolen by Driver and almost stolen by Sam Cale. Tipped away, and finally it is stolen. That's surgical defense. Trying to take it all the way in the inside. It will not drop. And once again, it is Maben who controls the board. Bruins had 2 opportunities at it, and it wouldn't go. That would have been big, and particularly off the turnover. And they give it back to the guys in purple. .340 to go. It was a 7-point game at halftime. It is 8 now. Nice job again. Brady, full concentration trying to knock that one away. So they'll come back down with Whitlow, the game leader, with 17 points. McKee Maben with 11 rebounds in the contest. And one-hand floater that does not go, but the tip goes. And give it again on the offensive board to Maben. Underneath, couldn't get it. And I think as much of that was probably, and a great save by Caden Smith, as much of that was probably the fact that he was absolutely feeling footsteps behind him. But Bruins force another turnover. Taking it all the way down, it won't drop, but Mills goes to the line for 2. And this is where they have been able to stay competitive in this game, is from the free throw line here in the third quarter. They are going to send in Jaquiston Glass. And Mills adding some more to his total this afternoon. He has a chance for 13 if he knocks this one home. McKee Maben just committed his 4th foul, and that's a big one considering his defensive prowess to get him out of the game. 8 rebounds now for Jamarian White. Well, steal. They've got this one. The one bounce and the drive to Mills Terry off the turnover. So the Bruins have knocked it back to a 7-point game. It's still 3 possessions. Jeff Jones off the bench, redirecting his defense. Backside to Smith, and then the long 3 is out of there. And they yet have been able to get a 3-pointer in this game. That has also been a plus for the Bruins. Now, he's in trouble, but he managed to get it away, and let's see what the call is. Timeout by Jeff Jones, and so we'll take a break. Bruins have closed it within 7. Back in a moment.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Jeff Jones trying to encourage his team. He called that timeout because he saw they were having difficulty navigating in the backcourt, and so he wanted to make sure everybody knew where they needed to be in this possession. Jamarian Whitlow, 19 points and 8 rebounds to lead Ripley for USJ. 14 points and 6 rebounds for Mills Terry. And Bruins with a chance, just over 2 minutes remaining in the game, in the third quarter, that is. Bruins have an opportunity to get this finally down to a 2-possession lead, and that one was knocked away. Sam Cale has just been hammered all day long. And that one goes across the top, and they say it's off the hands of Reed Finney. So Jordan Jones to toss it in. They go in that stack formation. And the quick release is short, and Driver again with another rebound. Big three. The bomb was short. And the rebound off to Whitlow. That's not the way that play was drawn up, I can assure you. And unfortunately, it goes in the opposite direction. And the Bruins knock it down again. They've got a 3-on-2. That was blocked. And on the inside, is it there? And the foul. Yes. It's Brady Smith, his first basket of the period, but more importantly, this thing has a chance to go to a all right, are they going to say that it is? All right, now wait a minute. Something's wrong here. The official is signaling 2 shots, and one of the officials said the basket good. So they're having to have another conversation. If the basket is good, it is a 5-point game. Yes. Finally, we get agreement on it. So Brady with an opportunity. He's in double figures now with 10, and he can cut this one to a 4-point game. And it's short. So Whitlow with his 9th rebound of the game, but Bruins have really sliced this one down. They have chipped away, and we're finally in a 2-possession game, and I don't think they're going to play it for the final shot. There's too much on the clock here. Almost stolen by Brady. Jeff Jones up encouraging him, saying stay with them. And it's Jones. Tried to get a movement on Sam Cale, and he couldn't do it. They're down to 24. They may play it for the last shot. And that's stolen. And here they go again. What a block. Got to give him credit for it. And the steal. Unfortunately, they got in too big of a hurry, and the foul, that was actually a good foul by Sam Cale. It's his 3rd, but that probably stopped a certain layup. Oh, my goodness, the Bruins could have cut that one down to 3. Jamarcus Whitlow now with 5 in the game, but that is a big one, because this one can also make it, and just has a very easy delivery from the line. That gets it back, and Bruins have one chance for a bomb. He's going to have to let it go now. He does. No, it was right there in the heart for Mills Terry, but it would not fall. Well, the Bruins have hung with it. It was 10-10 in that third period. They trail 35-28. We'll see what happens in the final chapter after this.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Well, the Bruins had an opportunity. In fact, they did cut it down to a 2-possession lead temporarily. Had a chance to cut it to a 4-point game. Mills Terry, 14.6 rebounds, leading the Bruins. Brady Smith with 10. And on the other end, for Ripley, 19 points and 9 rebounds for Jamarian Whitlow. Of course, 11 rebounds to add to his 6 points for McKee Mabin. Whitlow's the only one in double figures for Ripley. Big first possession for the Bruins. They need a basket to keep this Ripley team honest right off the top and keep applying the pressure. Double spin move and beautiful arm extension by Wallace Driver. Back to the 2-possession game. And they tried to get it down low to Jaquiston Glass, and he didn't cut the way that they were anticipating, and so the Bruins now have a chance to nag this one down to 2 or 3. But they continue to face this all-court pressure. And here's a guy that you want. He's being double-teamed, though. Mills has got to have some help. Finally gets it across. They got a 3-on-1, but he's picked up very quickly. Big bomb 3. No. What a save on the opposite side by Logan Foster. Open for the 3. That one is too low off the arc, and it won't fall. 3 opportunities for the Bruins, but it goes back to USJ. So Bruins will have a 4th opportunity to try to whittle this down to a 1-possession game. Again, all kinds of pressure they're facing inside the perimeter. There's your cutter. And he goes for it. And it bounds off once again. And the rebound coming off the glass. You hate to use those cliches, so near and yet so far, but that is what it has been for the Bruins, trying to climb the ladder and get back to within a single possession, and waving for it is Jamarcus Whitlow down low. They're shaving some time off. It's down to 6 minutes remaining. Tipped, but they hang on to it. Timeout called by James Sales. 5-point game. Back in a moment.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
We return the Bruins with the only basket of this fourth quarter. And after falling behind 19-10 in the first quarter, they were down at one point by 13. They have slowly whittled this deficit down to 5. One of the challenges that they have had, though, is when they've had these 3 and 4 shot opportunities at the basket, they have not been able to convert them, and you have to do that if you're getting offensive rebounds. The rebounding totals have been really heavily in the favor of this Ripley team today. They have pulled down 32 rebounds to only 13 for the Bruins, and once again, that is where the advantage is in this game. And the Tigers have shaved about a minute off the clock in this possession. Bruins have played excellent defense, but you got to know that they're tired at this point, as they have had to stay on the run the entire game. A minute 20 has gone off in this possession. And all of that plays into the hands of the Tigers. They're double teaming him again. This possession started with 6:54 on the clock. And there you go. They knocked off nearly a minute 40, and Jordan Jones with the 3. And it didn't fall, but the foul. So Mills will go to the line. I think they only gave him a 2 on that one. So Mills goes to the line for 2. He has 14 today. And that's just a signal that you're tired. When you have those things that'll just hang up on the lip like that. And Mills has gone at it all the way this afternoon, and that's just fatigue. Any player will tell you that when fatigue sets in, and there goes a steal. That one should be down the stretch. He goes with the stuff. Brady Smith off the steal. And we're back to a 5-point game. Brady with 12. He tried to go down the middle. They're double teaming once again. Knocked away, but it led to a backside tip-in that went for Whitlow, who has 21. Again, second chance opportunities. And a foul. And that one is going to be charged to Wallace Driver. Bruins again forced by this defense into the rush. They've done a great job getting points off turnovers this afternoon. They have picked up 10 off the 11 mistakes that Ripley has made. Backdoor. Reverse layup is there to Glass for his first basket. That one hurt if you were a Bruins fan. Here goes Mills working one-on-one. Can't get his spin move to work. Bomb. 3! Brady brings them back to within 6. Timeout. Jeff Jones will take 1-2.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
That's Brady Smith's third three-pointer. Checking back in as Wallace Driver. That gives him 15. He now has the team lead for the Bruins. More importantly, That closes the game back to a 2-possession one. Got less than 4 minutes to go, and the Bruins are going to press. And Logan Foster very quickly down, steals it. Underneath, wide open. Wallace driver. Again, off the turnover. Bruins have closed it to within 4. They got to hurry to get back down on defense here. It was tipped away. Tell you what, Logan Foster is all over him and finally commits the foul. That's Logan's second, but boy, has he been a whirlwind on defense since he came back into the game. It's only the second team foul against the Bruins in this fourth quarter. The quick-handedness, that was a block. But this is just how amazing they are. There's a block by Brady. And on the drive, the foul is going to be on Foster, his third. So once again, with a 4-point edge, they are not in the bonus. And Ripley, again, the foul, that is the fourth on Logan Foster. One more, and they will be in the bonus as we're under 3 minutes. Somebody's got to come to the ball, and Whitlow was demanding it, and they finally did. Logan's got to be very careful with those 4 fouls. And the floater, in and out. But they get another opportunity, and it doesn't fall again. But the third chance, and Whitlow drops it. 23. Oh, my goodness. If only one of those had been a rebound on behalf of the Bruins. Another bomb. Nope, off to the left. Bruins may be getting in a little bit of a desperation situation here. There's still time in this game. They're going to have to force some more turnovers, though. The lob underneath and trying to get it, and it falls. Whitlow makes it a 3-possession game once again. 25 points this afternoon, and Jeff Jones wants to talk it over. We'll take a break.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
And Jeff Jones has given his final instructions to his guys as we've got just a whisker less than 2 minutes remaining. They had it down to 41-37 and then the last 2 possessions, and some of it again is fatigue. You just have to know that. Having to play against full court pressure the entire game. And some of these guys have been out here for the entire 30 minutes we've played. So you got to know it's just at that point. And that one goes off the top of the iron. They scramble, and it's going to go back to the Tigers. He gave it everything he had, but that one just, there have been probably 13 baskets today that have been hanging up on the lip and just would not fall. Down to the 1.5 minute mark. And Ripley can afford to play defensive basketball on these possessions. And that one was forced. And it's going to be an over-the-back foul. Let's see who Paul Hare calls it on. That one's going to be on Jamarian Whitlow. That is only his second. So the Bruins still have life, but it has to happen. They cannot take 15 and 20 seconds on every possession, and every possession has to end in a basket. And Brady was open underneath, Mills was open underneath, and nobody saw him. They kick to the corner. It's there. A 3 for Brady. Back down to a 5-point game. Almost stolen. Now they got a 3-on-2 situation, and it's going to go back to the Tigers. Boy, Mills wanted that one badly. He thought he had it. 55 seconds. And checking back in, Logan Foster for defensive purposes. Logan has such quick hands, and they really trust him to be able to go after steals. But here's a fine ball handler in Jordan Jones, unquestionably. And they're going to skate out as much time as they possibly can, down to 45 seconds, and that's going to probably be it for Logan unless our totals are wrong. That is it for Logan. So Sam Ko will check back in. Brady Smith with 18 to lead the Bruins today, and at the line, Jordan Jones. Perfect form. And this, again, to get it back to a 3-possession game, which the math tells you would be extraordinarily difficult for the Bruins to come from behind with. And he got it. And they're going to back off the all-court pressure now because you sense that they feel they've got it in the pocket. We're down to 33 seconds. Bruins have got to get one off very quickly, and they do. And it's short. Wallace had a good look at it, but it's just short, and this is one of those that you got, and they're going to try to get a steal, and they reach in and get a foul. Mills commits his second, and so that will send them to the line once again with just under 20 seconds remaining. And Jordan Jones, who was perfect his last 2 times from the line, will return. He's been an excellent ball handler for this Ripley team this afternoon. They got the early lead at 9-2 and never relinquished it after that. Bruins got the first basket of the game, and then all of a sudden it was a 9-0 run. Short on the second one. Bruins got to get one off quickly. And that one, again, sense of desperation on that one by Brady. He's done everything he could do this afternoon. Another chance on it. And that one is not going to be picked up by Ripley, but there are only 2.2 seconds remaining, so the Bruins, the best they can do is just try to fire one up from long distance. And I don't think they're going to do it. Well, this is one of those that you put in the books as a toughie because it was from the get-go. And they just could not recover from that 9-point deficit in the first quarter as Ripley defeats the Bruins 47-40. Let me run down the scoring totals for you as we wrap this one up here from Liberty Tech High School. The big gun in the game was Jamarian Whitlow for Ripley, 25 points, and he added 12 rebounds in this one. Just he was Mr. Everything, and certainly he would be the player of the game, unquestionably. And ironically, nobody else scored in double figures for Ripley. You had his brother Jamarcus Whitlow with 6 and McKee Mabin with 6, but frankly, the ability to get that ball down low to Whitlow for a number of easy layups was a huge factor in addition to the rebounding edge that they had in this game. And it was, I'm trying to total this one really quick, 38 rebounds to 17 for the Bruins. again, that's where the game was won, with all of those extra opportunities at the basket. Mills Terry, 14 points. He had 8 in the first half. He added 7 rebounds in the game. And Brady Smith, he had 2 big threes late, 4 overall from behind the arc, 18 points in the game. He was your leader. And Wallace Driver added 6. Sam Cale was held to 2 today after the big explosion he had on Thursday. They defended him quite well during the course of today's game. So the Bruins go to 12-3 on the season, but the important thing is what's ahead, and that's the conference race is going to get together for real, but not before the big matchup coming up next Friday night with Jackson Christian. We'll be here with that for you right here. Let's show you who are the people who made this game happen for you with the pictures. Today's game was directed by the ever-cool, ever-present Billy Bolin. On cameras, Christopher Reasons, Stephen Childress, and our executive producer of Worthy Road Studios, Paul Schultze. I'm Steve Beverly, and we're saying from the Hub City Classic at Liberty Tech High School, so long from the great Hub City of West Tennessee.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.